council meeting of February 10th, 2014 to order at 7 p.m. Everyone please rise for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call roll, please. Sturrett.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Conan.
Here.
Bullock.
Here.
Ballard.
Here.
Cooper. Here. Audie.
Here.
Everyone has the agenda in front of them tonight. Are there any additions, deletions, or is there a motion at this time?
I need to delete F&B report. That is my fault. I put it on and it's supposed to be on the second meeting.
Under administrative reports,
I'll get that right one day.
anything else? Is there a motion?
Madam President, I'll move that the agenda be accepted as amended.
Motion by Mr. Ballard. Is there a second? Second?
Support.
Support by Mr. Sturrett. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Any citizen comment on non-agenda items? Any citizen comment? Hearing none, we'll move on. We have no presentations tonight. We are now under administrative reports. Everyone has the building department report. There are a couple of things that I'd like to update the council on. We received an email today from Jeff Payne from the Armada Times newspaper. And he wanted to say that in response to concerns brought to his attention regarding the circulation of the Armada Times, they are going to resume distribution at area businesses beginning February 26th. They're going to be available at the following businesses: Memphis Party Store, Johnny's Market on Main Street, Uriel's Party Store on North Avenue, Armada Fuel Stop on 32 Mile Road, Mobile Gas Station at 32 Mile Road, the Romeo Mobile Mart on Van Dyke, Citgo Gas Station on South Main Street, Speedway on South Main Street, the Romeo BP on North Main Street, and also the Town Mart Marathon on 32 Mile Road. He wants to send his apologies for any issues that has caused, and they will start that again on February 26th. So thank you so much, Caitlin, for working on that for us.
Thank you.
But there's nobody in town, is there?
Still a
No.
problem, yeah.
Uriel's.
There's nobody in town.
Nobody had time here.
Most of them are all Romeo.
Yeah. Romeo or
Well, it's
Memphis.
a lot closer than what it was.
Good start.
yeah.
So, all
Now
right.
maybe
Yeah.
if Uriel's gets bought out, they'll start putting them somewhere else.
Right.
They can go out to Uriel's.
Nothing, you need to get something in town.
Yep, I agree.
Thank you so much. Also, I want to update council on the EVIP program. That's the money that we usually get from Snyder, and now we have to go through all the hoops that we have to do, the 3 different milestones. The first milestone, the dashboard, was completed. February 1st was our deadline for our consolidation of services. I submitted the paperwork, they've accepted it, but I'm still tweaking it with them, but we will get our funding. So they did tell us that we are online to get our funding for that. And then the third portion is Michelle's portion, with regard to the employees.
The
So
insurance.
I just want to let everyone know that we did submit it. We submitted it way in advance on time. We've had a few communications, at least we tweaked a little bit, and we'll have that done, so we will be getting that funding as well. Are there any questions? Hearing none, are there any other administrative reports at this time? Yes.
As far as the planning commission, we did not meet for February. We didn't have anything for the agenda this month, so right now we have one schedule. I think it's March 3rd, but I might be wrong on that date.
Any other commissioner liaison reports or administrative reports at this time?
I just wanted to update you guys quickly on CDBG because it's coming up that our next meeting is our public hearing. I talked to Andy. We thought maybe the soft costs, the engineering costs, could be covered with CDBG for the bridges. It cannot. So I guess, I mean, without making a decision of any kind, I think where we're looking right now is the senior center and the fire department. The senior center doors alone are estimated to be about $35,000. And the fire department's, theirs was between $18,000 and $19,000 for the equipment they were looking for. That'll leave us, you know, we can always give a little bit more than the 15% to our nonprofits. I know there's some local nonprofits that have asked, you know, from where I know, you know, one of them is Cal. She will take as much as we'll give her, she said, because that's just more kids she can help go to camp. So, I mean, we'll have to discuss this in the public hearing, but just so you know, that's where we're at. I'll try to have you all the stuff, you know, before the meeting, so, I mean, you'll get your packets, but maybe before that. Yes, Dennis?
Anything on that barrier-free? We were talking
Can't
about
do
that? No?
No.
Because it's public and private?
Yes, yeah. We had a meeting with the county.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still, you know, not that the senior center and the fire department are not, you know, awesome ways to give our money. You know, I hate to leave the township in a lurch next year because they're gonna have their distribution. But the library is one thing that's looking into applying, somebody else too. I don't remember who it is now, but there will be opportunities for spending more. But that's where we're at, so just so you know, if any, Steve brought me an idea today that I do have to shoot at the county just to see. No guarantees, it seems like everything I bring up is getting shot down, so.
If we do, one quick question, I'm sorry, Madam President. If we do give to the ambulance service and the senior center, does that help with our cost sharing? Not cost sharing, what's the thing you just talked about?
Consolidation of services.
Yes, will that help us? No?
Probably not because it's grant money.
Okay.
I mean,
It's not
and-
really consolidation of a service.
Okay.
Right, and they, you know, they asked, because there are fire department and our senior center too, our
Sure.
seniors use that senior center also. She was also, and I did ask her about, one of the things that they said from the county was if the senior center is looking to expand their services, you know, like right now they have 2 lunches a week. She told me that isn't something that will probably get expanded only because that's already funded through the county, I believe. But, you know, she needs equipment. She needs, you know, things for the senior center, which is another thing that, you know, the township can look at for next year.
I would like to see a list of who uses that, because I've been asking, I think I'm a senior now, and I've been asking people, and nobody I know is using this thing. Does anybody from our community use this?
I have been told yes. I do not
you know,
have a way of
A
knowing
while
that
ago, I
without
went up
surveying
there for
people's
dinners
input.
or lunches a couple of times, and there was nobody there, so
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I
it's
would
not
say
being
this
used.
winter, probably not.
But I think, I'd like to have them provide some kind of list of village citizens that use this.
I can ask that.
Cause you go around asking them and they say, I don't know who uses it.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's not being promoted well enough. Maybe that's something.
And maybe it's being used a lot.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
don't
been
know
up there
that.
lately.
I don't know that. I don't have an answer for that. Senior centers are usually a very accepted use for CDBG funds. And they approached me. Al Getzinger approached me.
I know they will
fire
always
department.
take money from us, they always have.
Yeah,
And we've been happy to give it, but
Mhm.
I just like to know that our people are using it.
yeah,
I mean, I never receive anything in the mail on it or anything.
right.
Okay, so if anyone else has any other concerns or questions, you can address them to the clerk.
Yeah,
and
we
she'll take
got
care
about
of
another
it.
week because our meeting's in 2, so that's
Any
where we're at.
Any other commissioner liaison reports at this time? Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Now you're.
Hearing none, we'll move to the consent agenda. The approval of the regular council meeting minutes of January 27th, 2014, payment of bills, and the special event permit application for Armada Schools Four Corner fundraiser. Is there anything anyone would like to pull, or is there a motion to approve at this time?
Madam President, I'll move the consent agenda be approved as presented.
Motion by Mr. Ballard, is there a second?
Support.
Support by Mr. Clark. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. First, we have no old business tonight. Moving to new business. Sewer rod motor purchase. Are there any public comments? Any public comments? Hearing none. Sewer Commissioner Stewart, this is your agenda item.
Yes, ma'am. We had a break on the old one, and he needed to buy a new one. It was very hard for Ed to even find a company that has one of these. Pretty much everybody has gone to buying the $150,000, $300,000 vac that Steve and I got a nice little pamphlet on. From Ed. Obviously, this is a much better price than buying a new vac system. So Ed had to do it. It was an emergency purchase because somebody's sewer backed up, and I think actually Marv's, they were out at Marv's house the day after hand cranking this one because the motor was broken. So they had to buy it. He called it as many places he could. He got one place that had it, and he ran with it. So Jeff, do I need to get approval from council?
Yeah, you don't have to get approval because it's already been purchased, but
Okay.
My concern, Mike, would be is if the auditors ever pull the purchase, they'll look to verify that it went through the process. So I think we need something in the minutes that just reflects that you reported it to council and they received it. So I just wrote up a little motion for you.
I got a motion.
And you can hand it back when you're
I'll
done.
make a motion to receive the sewer commissioner's report regarding the emergency purchase of a new motor for the sewer rod cart in accordance with village code section 7-5. Because I know that off the top of my
Does
head.
he need the amount in it?
No,
In that-
no, it's-
I already
Okay.
supported it.
Okay,
Seconded
good.
by Mr. Conan. Any other discussion? Since it doesn't, not really a dollar amount, do we need a roll call?
Was that seconded by you or?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it
Yep.
was Taylor.
No. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Thank you. The next agenda item is the bridge project. Are there any public comments? Any public comments? Hearing none. Street Administrator Ballard, this is your agenda item.
Well, here we go. We have to get our preliminary engineering phase for our 2015 bridge project underway. At this time, Givens Webster is requesting an amount of $80,900 to cover the necessary soft costs associated with preliminary engineering for this project, including topographic survey, hydraulic analysis, wetland analysis, floodplain analysis, construction plan development, project administration for project coordination and permitting. So, therefore, I will resolve to allow Giffords Webster to begin the preliminary engineering for the Prospect Street Bridge project at a cost not to exceed $80,900.
Motion. Motion by Mr. Ballard. Is there a second?
Support.
Support by Mr. Audi. Any other discussion?
Yeah, I have.
Please.
All this on here, Andy, is it for just the Main Street Bridge, or is it also including work to be done on the culvert on Teets?
It's both the
Both.
culvert and the Prospect Street.
Okay, so you're gonna be doing topographical survey at both locations
That's why it's
and
a little
hydraulic
more.
analysis? Okay,
Yeah,
because I was looking at this, I was looking at the price, and I go,
Right,
if this
yeah.
is for the culvert,
yeah,
it's,
no, it's for both.
oh, okay.
No, it's for both of them.
All right,
That's why.
Way more than we're getting,
It's,
yeah.
that's why I said for the project, it's all one project. The two of them.
all right.
And one more question for you. We're for sure doing the bridge, right? Like, it's not gonna get pulled from MDOT or anybody like that?
Nope.
We're not gonna spend the money and then they're gonna say, no, the money's not available anymore?
There is one
No.
on here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the system.
Did you have a question? Consider it? No? Okay, sorry, I thought you had a question. Any other questions, any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Ballard.
Yes.
Audi.
Yes.
Conan.
Yes.
Wolak.
Yes.
Stirrit.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Cooper.
Yes. Motion passes. Thank you. Any other upcoming agenda items?
Well, we
CDBG?
have our public hearing at the next meeting. And we set that for 7 o'clock. It would
Yes.
probably start at 7:05, but 7 o'clock.
Any other upcoming agenda items anyone would like to add? Hearing none? Any citizen comments? Any citizen comment? Hearing none? Any other council comments?
Again, that it's been a heck of a winter, and there's still many sidewalks that aren't shoveled in a timely manner, if not at all. And reminder to please help keep the hydrants from being covered in snow also.
I'd like to just make a comment, and I know we did this at the last meeting too, but compliment the DPW for what they've been doing. They're a very small department, 2 to 3 guys on at a time. You know, it's a lot of snow. Please be patient. If the snow is blocking you in some way, you know, just be patient. They'll get to it. They're working as hard as they can, and they're doing an excellent job.
Mm-hmm.
Dave and I were talking earlier today about, we both were in Chesterfield Township, driving through some of those subs. And the streets are covered.
Macomb Township
You
is
know,
awful.
and you come
Yeah.
back to
Storm
Armada,
side streets.
Yeah,
and our streets are nice and, I
Yes.
mean, within reason, obviously. They look really nice.
They look good.
So it is really a good job.
Well, and it's a
that
lot
they
of
do.
snow, and it's a lot of snow to have to place somewhere, it's a lot of snow to move, so it's, you know, we're not used to this type of snowfall.
Madam President, I sent somebody a text about when the baseball registration is, and they didn't get back to me, so I don't have the date.
It's next week,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Check the paper online somewhere, it's gotta be, Facebook has Armada Baseball Association.
Yeah.
Our township
I know it's
website
on
has it on there too.
Okay,
So,
for the
'cause I know
dates for the little kids that register for baseball, and usually softball's at the same time.
Yes, Armada girls and the Armada baseball are having it at the same time.
Yep.
So, okay. Any other council comments? Hearing none. Any community events?
That's right.
Community events? It's okay. Hearing none. We will be entering into executive session now to consult with our attorney regarding a trial or settlement strategy in connection with specific pending litigation. After a 5-minute recess, then we will come back to adjourn the meeting. Is there anyone that would like to go ahead and enter into the executive session after a 5-minute recess? And the time is now, I can't see with that glare.
7:17.
7:17. Is there a motion?
I will so move.
Motion by Mr. Ballard. Is there a second?
Support.
Support by Mr. Clark. I believe we need roll.
Yeah. Ballard,
Yes.
Clark,
Yep.
Wolof,
Yes.
Stirrup,
Yes.
Cooper,
Yes, Conan?
Yes.
Audie.
Yes.
Motion passes. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Or,
Oh, I'm
meeting is, what is it?
We're taking.
Taking a recess. Oh, I can't think. It is 8:11. Anyone who would like to make a
Also
motion
move.
to go back into the open meeting?
To exit executive session.
Yes,
That's
that.
it. You can go
Yes.
back in the regular session. Yes. I
Motion by Mr. Cohen, is there a second? Second by Mr. Ballard. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. We are now back into our open meeting. The time is now 8:12. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Audie, is there a second?
Support.
Support by Mr. Ballard. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.